Hi and welcome back to another Bestestimes Reborn YouTube video. I'm your host Brad. We're currently in Cairns CBD at 7:01 AM on the 18th of May 2025. For those interested, waiting for the current temperature to load. Current temperature is 21.8, feels like 24.1 degrees Celsius, 87% humidity, 0 millimeters of rain since 9 AM yesterday. So I'm going to go for a little walk along here, end up down the Esplanade and all that, so we can show around what it was like. So if you were walking along here at this particular time on this particular day, this is what you would see, this is what it would look like. Keeping memories alive, capturing history so we can look back and see it. So bear with me. Quite beautiful weather at the moment. Yesterday it looked like it was going to pour rain, but it didn't at certain times. So this is just basically a video snapshot of how it is. A time capsule, if you will. Subway. Gee, they're open early. Plaza. Vitality Pharmacy Warehouse. Wellbeing Courier Supermarket. Must be out the back. Where Cozy Mar, I think it was Cozy Mar, used to be. Well, it was like a fabric place. The one before it. Anyway, we'll continue along. Won't mention every single business, but you can get an idea of what was here. So you can look back. This is the bowling centre just there. We're just going to look across the other side of Lake Street. Try and do it slowly so you can see a bit more detail. If you want to see things a bit longer, pause to have a look. Always a good way of doing it. I wish there was an ocean liner in there, in at port. It would have been great. There was one when I came up here on Thursday, and yeah, it was gone by the time I got to go down there. So this is Lake Street. The one going across is Sepand Street. So this one here, Sepand Street. So we're going to go down Sepand Street to the Esplanade, then head left down the Esplanade for a little bit. See what the time is by then. By the time we get a bit of a way down. So I'm going over a little bit further so we can have a bit more chance of being able to read signs and all that stuff, so you get an idea of what businesses were here. Hey, someone with the same camera. Right there. Exact same camera. There you go. We have the exact same camera. That's cool. Exact same. The DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Wow. There you go. Exact same camera. Yeah, they're vlogging. I don't know what. They're vlogging their food and that. Oh, it's cool. If you'd have given me eye contact, I would have pointed out the same camera. But yeah, he's too busy recording. I might be in the background of their video. Hey, this has been sold. This old jewellery. Or the one next to it, the old jeweller. Oh, there we go. This one's Abbott Street, the one just here. Yeah, it's weird seeing this place closed down over here. It's probably been closed down for ages. There's supposed to be new stuff getting put there eventually. I read it in the Cairns Post app a while back. So it was all like high-end shopping. This building, this white building here. It's got Cairns Post Office written on there. But yeah, it was a high-end luxury brand place. Nope. Camera keeps drifting. I do need a new one. There's the Cairns Post and the other Cairns Post building down there. This is all supposed to be being redeveloped eventually from this business. It's sad that the luxury clothing place has died off.
I've not really done that sort of culture shock travel.
Anyway. Continue on down Sepand Street. Actually, I'll wait for these people to go past.
Like absolutely nothing.
If you want to get photos of the development plan, we'll put that on the end of the video. Proposed development. Oh. Pause to read it. 4 Sepand Street. Yeah. There's the casino. Oh, the cloud formations above it. Guess the camera needs adjusting regularly. Yeah, it's on its way out, this camera. I've got to get a new one. Not the cheapest thing in the world, so have to wait a fair while. So these 3-wheel scooters that you can rent, you can hire. ARIO. Let's have a quick look while we're here. Bit of suspension. Oh, not bad. I don't know how these things get charged. Pricing. Pause to read. There you go. Problem with these places, these sort of things, though, they get littered everywhere. Yeah, it's not a good thing. And then, you know, people end up giving everything a bad name because they just leave them dumped in places. Ruins it for the people who do the right thing. Some of them won't wear helmets. The other ones there, the beam scooters as well. They must get charged somehow. The bushfire home girl. I'm just trying to respect people's privacy and not show them as much, so I'm walking a little bit faster so I can get a bit in front of these people. The Aboriginal Art Centre, it's still there. Good to see. This was all boarded up, the one next to it, when I come along last time, a couple of years ago. Yeah, this Mulgrave Shire Office, the art gallery. Trying to walk slow past it so you can see as much detail, but these people coming up behind, it's a bit hard. I'll have a look at the plaque on here, which is not straight. Yeah, constructed in 1912. Wow. I'll get a photo of that so we can put it on there. But I'll show this. You can pause it if you want to read it. Constructed in 1912. 1879, the site was allocated to the Cairns Divisional Board. It was renamed Mulgrave Shire Council in 1940. Okay. Yeah, nice building, nice restoration to it. So I've got till about 9 o'clock to spare, so we'll get a bit of video in that time. Will be great. The Mantra Esplanade. I'm a person who likes to put a lot of detail into the video so you can see exactly how it was. They're not highlight reels like tourists do, which there's a place for them, and I really like a lot of the tourist videos you see around. But for me, this is like, yep, this is how it was. This is what shops were here. This is how beautiful Cairns is. And let's look back years later and see how different it is. How it's changed over the years. Well, that's closed now. What's that? BIK bike. BIC. Cycle hire, tour and adventure. Merry Christmas. Will reopen 30 January, 9 AM. No, I don't think so. See ya. This place on the corner, this espresso bar, seems to do quite well. There's always lots of people up there. That must be enough to keep them in business. That's the main thing. So continue along here. We might mosey on back the opposite way to show the Esplanade, so we'll go along the shopping part of it all. This is Shields Street. Not a good look having all the pigeons there. I could clean all this off. Oh, all the pigeons love it. It's a 24-hour McDonald's. Little snack, lots of value, $2. Let's change the menu. Baskin-Robbins. Yeah, I said Baskin-Robbins the other day when I was talking about the one in Shields Street, but it wasn't. It's oh, I forget what it was. It was one of the American ice cream chains. Yeah, this is all nice when it's all cleaned and looked after. Remember when this was first opened, when they renovated all this. So nice.
Can you go outside? Yeah, I did.
Global accommodation. Yeah, all this here is so nice. So I like looking at. There's churro time. The signage. So you can look back. Yeah, all this here just needs to be cleaned regularly. So night markets, food court. It's all closed up, so you can't go in there. Easy Mart. Easy Mart has a lot of overseas foods. But when I went in there, no pricing, so that you get caught up in it and you end up paying stupid prices. That's the sad part of the way they do things. It's grilled. Yeah, a lot of these places here don't last for some reason. You know, the different places. Momo House, Milky Lane, and Espy, Wild Vibes Nutrition. You know, all these places just don't overly last that long. There's Oasis Kebab and Pizza, that's been here for so long. One of those hole in the wall type pizza kebab places. This is phenomenal, this place. If you go from the other side, you can see it's a crystal brook. Look at that pool. Needs a good clean the glass. It'll look nicer. Okay, this is the Flynn, I think. Not 100% on that. DNRL playing on there. Yeah, Crystal Brook. Chicken chop. A lot of cigarette smells. Not the best for people with breathing issues. It's what used to be a 24-hour IGA, and then it's become a late night one, only open until late. And now it's Good Foods, next to Cold Rock Ice Creamery. And this is Villa Warrina. Hopefully I said that right. And Yay's, the only kitchen bar and cafe. The Vespa. One called Little Sister. Pete's Place. Fish, chips and ice cream. Mexican. Not going to butcher the name. And eye dumplings. Hello Harry. The burger joint. Okay, hello Harry. Hey Harry. How you going there, champ? Well, that's all the outdoor dining along here, the Splash restaurant and the Mantra and all this. So what I'm going to do is cross over and go back down the Esplanade, or even walk further down here, down the Esplanade to around Muddies and come back. Oh, sun's in the wrong position for your eyes. At least because I'm facing this way, only my eyes are as much. Once I get down here, so, yeah, the beautiful Cairns Esplanade. Mud flats. That's one of the things here, they have mud flats. I've shown all this many times before, but this is a bit better camera, so we'll show it as much as we can. It's always good to recapture it and see any changes. Not that, so.
First, I don't know if you know, but
The washing machine.
Somebody's down here. Yeah, it's very nice down here, it's just the sun's in the wrong position. I'm gonna get a quick time lapse while I'm here. further up so we can see a lot more of what's going on around. Okay, we're back. I've done a bit of a time lapse. Just getting out of people's way. Waiting for the camera to adjust and show me the preview. Because I got out of the app and it's still showing, but it's connected. Yeah, there we go. I can actually see it. Just don't want to get in people's way. So the palm trees. It's really nice along here. I've shown a bit more detail other times, but if you ever come to Cairns, this is the place to go. One of the places. Have a look. Try and support local businesses when you can. And that's like the little corner store type things and all that. Anyway, there's the Cairns refi. Need the refi there. Some more mud flats. And this thing up here that could they spent so much money on. Oh, I'm not going to say they could have solved the homeless crisis with the money, but it wasn't that amount of money, but it was. Yeah, well, I remember people complaining at the time there's no need for it. I like it, like it's fine. It's just, yeah, I just don't see overly unnecessary it is. Pause to read. I'll take a photo and you can see the plaque at the end of the video. So you can pause it and read it. Yeah, it's like a manta ray type of thing. I think it's supposed to be that with water splashing behind it. So we'll mosey on along here. Won't go all the way down. Let's get down, have a look at the lagoon, and then head off back around where I decide to go. Yeah, it's hard to show certain parts because there's a lot of people. Like I was trying to show the... Oh, you're right. Trying to show the fish and all that last time. And could not, because there was way too many people. Couldn't show it properly. Could show it, but not properly. Not like I'd like to. Show for like a minute of it doing its thing. Yeah, it's very nice along here. Very, very nice. I assume these are meant to be reef fish. I like the way the water goes around that fountain. Wow. Yeah, really nice. Alrighty then. I'll keep moseying on up here. I'm not going to go all the way along where I went the other day. No fishing penalties apply, 6 AM till 6 PM daily. There you go. I don't think I've ever seen that on there before. I think that's fairly new. Right, let's have a quick look at the ocean on the way past. Get the stereotypical photo that everyone gets along here. Okay. Do a quick 360 pan of it. Like we do. That's the lagoon, and they've got the free barbecues, public barbecues. And back around. Anyway, I'm going to go through here. Don't want to show where the little cafe thing is up here. So there's barbecues here, that area. Gotta be cautious because there is homeless people along here. I like to show them respect. Yeah, they're still human, they have feelings. I don't believe in singling them out and showing them on video sleeping rough. Imagine it was you that was sleeping rough. You wouldn't want people videoing you, taking photos, doing all that. Well, maybe you might like it, but it's not nice. Oh, what a cigarette smoke and other smells that aren't tobacco. Have a quick look at one of these while we're here. This is the Kookaburra one. They used to have music playing in these, but it doesn't seem like they do that anymore. 25.2 degrees Celsius on the signage up here. Changes between the time and the signage. Nearly 8 AM. It's weird they don't open this earlier. I mean, there's so many other places to buy stuff though, so I get it. 7:57 AM. And that's not flickering in person, that's just the camera not handling it. If you come along here, you need the toilet. It's to my left. Yeah. So I've done 2 kilometres. There's the lagoon. Yeah, beautiful spot. 0.5 millimeters water depth just there. Yeah, that sort of blue canopy. And you got the police beat here if you need it. The iconic shot. Lifeguards are not babysitters. It's fair enough. Got safety information and that on there, and the weather and all that. It just goes through it. 0.45 meters maximum here. So there's supposed to be no smoking in this area. People still do it. Sadly. Showing the tree canopy. It was really nice. Doesn't make a lot of mess on the ground though. But anyway, we'll continue along here and get what we can. All these videos that I've taken up here will be available within a few days of each other, so keep an eye out. Click the bell icon, subscribe. Subscribe first, then the bell icon. The way it works. Oaks, Cairns. Pipe facing that used to be along here. Any shot we can show because out of respect for people. So this place used to be like sushi and all that. I say sushi. If you know that reference, let me know in the comments. I know most people don't let me know in the comments, but if they do with any of these things, yeah, I say sushi. But it's sushi, I say sushi. The clue is Pacific Coast Academy or Pacific Coast Highway. Another clues for that one. Nice flowers. We always like to show. Oh, some beautiful gardens in Cairns. I'm trying to get photos of them as well. So bear with me. Frozen yogurt. So we're on Shields Street. We were on Shields Street as soon as we turned in McDonald's. Well, it's quite messy up here. People have rubbish everywhere. Ugh. It's not a good look. Not a good look for the city. Nah. It's sad to see. Oh, the council will have that cleaned up in no time. They're usually pretty good here. There's Clawson House again. I showed in the other video. Crafton Clawson. I'd say his business was along there. Oh, this is just terrible. Shout before the street sweeper gets along here. Wow. Quite disturbing. See what this lot I got. I looked through here yesterday just to see what they had. Nothing I really feel like. Not that it's bad stuff, it's just stuff I don't feel like at the moment. I might actually go and get one of those pies if they're open at that bakery. And you can have a look if you haven't seen that other video. The bakery and that. And you'll see what I'm talking about. There's no one sitting here today, so you can have a bit more of a look. The mosaic tiles. Yeah, it's really nice. Indigenous. Any indigenous styling, I don't know if it was created by indigenous people or even designed by, but it's that sort of design that indigenous people do, which I like. I think it's really nice. It needs to be looked after, cleaned regularly. Just do sort of a over the top view of it, so you get a bit more detail as it weaves around. I do have a time limit, so I can't take forever to look, but we'll do as best we can. And that's that part. There's another one here. Hopefully there's no one sitting there that we'll show, because you never know, one day it may not be here. Show as best detail as we can, like we always do. Well, mate, cleaning up and doing bins and things. Good to see. Some more of these mosaic tiles. Sorry I can't show in as much detail as I would like to. I had security come and tell me not to not to loiter here once, because I was doing a time lapse, and basically the time lapse was showing it. It was basically just there across like that and then back like really fast the way it does it, but it takes half an hour to do the video, do the time lapse, and they didn't seem to like it, so I had to, oh, we've been watching you on the cameras. Well, I'm not doing anything wrong. There was next door to no people around. But these are the things we deal with. very indigenous. It's here. There's a cassowary on there. Crocodile. If you want to see a cassowary, best thing is to go down to Eddy Bay and just be patient. Eddy Bay in Innisfail. Innisfail's an hour south of here. Go through town and spend some money in some shops. Take some photos, put them on old new Innisfail photos on Facebook. That'd be great. I'd like to see that. Any G-rated photos between Bavinda and Cardwell. Put them on old new Innisfail photos on Facebook. That'd be great. Anyway, let's continue along. We're nearly at Grafton Street, where the bakery is. So we'll mosey on down, take a gander, and all those other overly overused sayings. So, welcome to the site of Cairns Historic Chinatown, Sachs Street, or Grafton Street, 1876 to 1936. Pity they didn't keep it like that. Just modernise it a bit. Let's get across into the middle. So don't have to wait forever due to our time limit. Grafton Street. Yeah, it's starting to get quite humid now. It's back where we just came from. Over there in Shields Street. Shields with an S on the end. Yeah, I keep thinking Shield Street, but no, it's Shields. The Crown. Well, they got the copyright music, so I've got to talk all the way through it, which is annoying. I don't, yeah, sort of. I have to force myself to talk a little bit more and more and more and more and more and more and more. It's amore. See a bit of a mural here. Over here. I know the music. If there ends up being a blank spot in the video, then you know that it's the it's the music has to be muted. I'll get a copyright. It's not a claim, like you don't get in trouble for it, but it's just a some sort of copyright thing. It's two 9-bot scooters and the 9-bot E2 Pro. Yep. Good, thanks. How are you? Can I get a beef, cheese and bacon pie, please? No, that's it, thanks. Thanks.
And are you having that here or takeaway?
Takeaway. Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
3 kilometres. That's all right. Yeah, I highly recommend, well, the beef, cheese and bacon. I don't know about the others, so I haven't tried them, but I like them. Very nice. Well, let's go through Oceana Walk again like I did the other day. We might go through one of the other ones if it's open straight through. Something different. We're not charting the same old. Main Street Arcade and Eatery was open last time. All the way through. Yeah, Main Street Arcade in Ituri. Quickly go through here, it's open. I don't know that, nah, it's not open. Oh well. No free advertising for them. Simple. So where I was just before was the My Little Bakehouse. That's just down from Gilligan's, if you're in this area, Grafton Street. This one's Grafton. I get mixed up between Sheridan and Grafton. This is Grafton. So we'll have to go through Oceania, unless Marinos is open. Thanks. Good to see people with manners. He said something, but I couldn't understand it. He seemed happy, so it's not like he was going, oh, get out of the way. He stopped for me, so I appreciate that. That one's closed. So they lose out on a bit of advertising. There's Oceania Walk. It's going to put on the low light mode, but I said it not to. Just brighten it. So Candy Cane Lane's gone out of here, sadly. But I never saw anyone in here, like I mentioned in my last video through here. Sadly. Sadly. A lot of vintage clothing sort of places. That one's Vintage Seeker, Eggplant and Poppy, Dare Waxing and Tanning. There's one that had CDs and records and stuff that I saw last time, the other day in here. There's Joe's Scissors of Gold Salon. So I didn't go all the way through here last time, I went down that extra bit. Yeah, this is the one that had the CDs. Yeah, combo discs. I don't know how much they charge for their CDs, I haven't gone in there. I'm sure they're second hand. There's a LP record place, sells records and that. You can see it in there. Can't mention every single place. There's Feel Good Mexican. Oh, Feel Good Mex. That's it on there. The jewelry store. I'll head down towards Shields Street and we'll stop the video just up here. Here's the other part of Oceania Walk. Turn the brightness back down so it's not overpowering. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Bestestimes, keeping memories alive for us future generations to see. Check the links in the description if you feel you want to donate to the channel. Don't feel obligated, but there's links in the description for the PayPal link. You can donate through the Super Thanks button, which is the $sign with a love heart around it, provided by YouTube. If you enjoy these videos, let me know in the comments. It really helps the channel out. Stay safe, stay safe, stay cool. And we'll catch you in the next one. Main Street Arcade. We'll get these charged up, everything charged up, ready to go.